So for starters, I was an overthinker. I would literally overthink every scenario in my head that would never come true. And honestly, it would be very, very, very bad scenarios. I would think if I posted a video, everybody would laugh at me or they'll make fun of me, which in reality, nobody really cares at the end of the day.
We do not care.
And I mean, you're still gonna have people here and there that's gonna make a few jokes here and there. And I know I've definitely experienced that, but at the end of the day, you gotta ask yourself, the people that are laughing at you, are they in a position where you wanna be in life? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't care what they say. If the answer is yes, you still shouldn't care what they say, because all that matters is what you think of yourself. But with me at the time, I didn't know half the stuff I knew now, so I was definitely an overthinker for sure. So I would literally delete all social media platforms from my phone and only utilize it when I would post content. That way it keeps me disengaged from the actual comments or what people would say, and I don't have to worry about other people's thoughts on what I posted or how many likes I'm getting on a particular post or how many comments I'm getting. And in all honesty, it didn't even matter because I wasn't getting any likes anyway. So not that it mattered because I didn't have any of that stuff downloaded anyway. I would literally just post where I want to post and delete it. That way it keeps me away from comparing myself to anybody. And it also allowed me to be a little bit more creative because I wasn't focused on creating stuff that would necessarily get me the most traction. I was just focused on what mattered to me, so I would post it. So overthinking in a sense helped me in my journey a little bit just because I wasn't on social media heavily. So I kind of protected myself from comparing myself to others. I have Hershey's. Let's try it and rate it 1 through 10. It's good. Chocolatey. I'll give it a 2.5. And to stop trying to follow all the trends that are currently out. The biggest problem is getting over that fear of judgment. And honestly, the fear of you looking stupid is what's holding you back, man. Like, I promise you, the people who are making fun of you, people who are laughing at you, honestly, they don't matter. And you're gonna have that in your journey, but you gotta learn how to block all the noise and just focus on what you believe in and what you like. Because if you constantly worry about other people's opinion, you're going to try and please everybody. And you don't wanna live your life trying to please everybody. Like, you're gonna piss some people off, you're gonna make people angry. It is what it is. So for me, I had some pretty funny tactics, and now that I'm thinking about it, on how I would get over that fear. Now, don't get me wrong, deleting your social media is a bit extreme because honestly, once you do that, you're gonna be bored as shit. I mean, I even caught myself sometimes doom scrolling on LinkedIn. And honestly, once you reach that point, it's a tough place to be. I will say this too, if you do decide to delete all social media and only utilize it to post content, your creativity will skyrocket because you'll be left with only your thoughts and your ideas. And you won't be swayed by anything that you may see on social media. So that may be one way to get over your fear of posting on YouTube. I know it worked for me because I'm more so set it and forget it. So I post content that I actually enjoy now, and I don't really worry about the viewer count or the follower count, subscriber count, whatever it may be. I just like to make cool stuff, and that's cool for me. Now, I know if you post on YouTube, you're probably gonna go through that experience of posting those cringy thumbnails. I mean, everybody had it. I've had it. I mean, there are even days where I would just think like, man, what the hell am I doing? And I mean, you're definitely gonna have those moments. Like, literally everybody has those moments. When you first start, you're gonna look crazy. So what did I do to get over that hump of looking crazy? I took those cringy thumbnails and I sent it to my family, and I got rid of all of those laughs immediately. I got it out the way. That's the only way. That way, if they see it in the future, it's no surprise because they're already seeing it and we're already getting all the laughs out. After that, man, it's really clear skies from there. The quicker you get it out, the quicker you realize that nobody really cares as much as you think they do.
We do not care.
Then it will lead you to be more comfortable with posting actual content and getting over that fear of looking stupid, because I'm telling you, your fear of looking stupid is what's holding you back. And the ones that's laughing at you, the ones that are constantly judging you, are not the people who are meant to be in your life anyways. So it may be time for you to just show them the door. You probably should cut them off. I know for me, if it's not good energy, I'm going to distance myself very quickly because I have no problem with being alone. So if you're watching this video, it may make sense for you to get it out as soon as possible, because once you realize that nobody cares as much as you think they do, I mean, you're gonna look back at this moment right now of you watching this video and just think, man, I can't believe I was scared of that, because it's really not that bad. If you really think about it, like, let's really think about it in the grand scheme of things. YouTube has over 2.6 billion users worldwide, and you're just one person. So you didn't even make up 1%. You don't even make up 0.0000001%. You gotta start thinking of it like that. This is a very big world. This world is so large that it honestly doesn't matter what one person may think. There's gonna be somebody out there that likes you and likes your content, and that is waiting for you to put out your content. So the longer you wait, the longer you procrastinate because you're stagnant, because of fear, you're holding up somebody who may need to watch your content in order to reach the next level in their life. You may be the piece that connects somebody else's journey together and that allows them to elevate. But if you don't even realize that, or you don't even acknowledge that because you're waiting, you're scared, like, you gotta think, there's somebody literally out waiting right now waiting for you to post so they can start watching your content. Because something's going to change for them as they're watching your content. It's gonna help them in the future. So the best way to get over your fear is to take yourself out the picture. Think of the person that you're gonna be impacting as they're watching your content. Another thing you can do to get over that fear is honestly just think of it like riding a bike. When you ride a bike, you may start off with tricycles. You probably first started riding a bike doing this method and you're probably scared. But as you did it, the more and more you did it, the better you got. And then you said, hey, I'm ready to jump off the porch now. I'm ready to ride a regular bike. And you started doing that and you noticed how easy it was to actually just ride the bike. You're probably scared of a lot of things that you overcame in your life. So use those moments as a sort of motivation to help you get started. If you were scared to go on roller coasters, but then you did it, you might have been even scared that there was a monster underneath your bed as a child. But then you build up the courage to finally look under your bed and you realize that there was nobody there. That's literally what it's like posting on YouTube. It looks like the monster underneath your bed and realizing that there's nobody actually there. That's how you got to think about it. Another thing you can do is honestly just find a community. Now, a community of people that want to do the same thing as you. So as far as YouTube or you're posting content in your city, you connect with them. You can batch record together. And honestly, that's going to help you 10 times when you do it with the community, because you may record one video, they may give you feedback live on your video, you do the same thing for them, and now you two are holding each other accountable. And that's honestly what I've been doing. Like, there's a community in my building. We've been getting together and literally just recording content on Saturdays. So we'll just all get together and literally just record content and knock it out. And it's just all of us, you know. We give each other feedback. We help each other. We hold each other accountable. We give each other tips. We may say, you know, say certain things in this part of your video or add a little bit more excitement in this part of the video. Or you may want to do this one thing a little bit differently. And it's just very helpful to have that community to be able to give you that feedback live, because I know sometimes when you're doing YouTube, it may seem like a lonely journey. You may be by yourself doing it, and you may be the only one in your area that wants to do it or may think that they can do it. And I promise you that's definitely not true. There is somebody out there that is near you that does YouTube as well. And y'all could literally be doing it together. When you do it together, you have somebody that you can talk to about it, that you can ask for tips, you can ask for feedback and honesty, and you just need to find that community, because there's gonna be so much help. And honestly, if you live in the Houston area, man, like, leave a comment. I'm down to shoot some content, help you shoot your first video, just so you can get over that hump to actually get started. And when you have that community that's very supportive, you'll find that your fear is going to be gone. Like, it's gonna be gone. Just because you have those people that you can rely on and that would be able to help you with some of those fears and also hold you accountable too, because once you start YouTube and get over that fear, then you have to go through your next hurdle, which is going to be focusing on that consistency of actually posting on YouTube and showing up for the community that you're actually building. You want to make sure that you're not focused on your subscriber count, your views, because that's only going to make you sad and inconsistent if it's not growing as fast as you may want it to be. You need to be focused on your goals. So, and what you want to be as far as how consistent do you want to be, because those are actually the goals that you can control. You can control how many videos you record a week. You can control how many times you post a week. You can control literally all of that stuff. But you can't control how many views you're getting. You can't control how many subscribers you get on a video, how many new subscribers you get on a video. You can only control what you can control. So once you have that shift in your mindset to that will also help you along with the journey, which is starting YouTube. And honestly, the sooner you start, the better you're gonna be. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The next best time to start is now. There's a lot of power in thinking in the terms of now and what can I do now? What commitment can I make now to make that switch? Because you have to make that commitment to yourself. There's nobody else that's gonna force you to do it. If you don't wanna do it, your spirit's not gonna let you do it. Once you acknowledge that your first few videos are gonna be terrible, then you'll be all right. Like, you gotta think of it. You're kind of just throwing spaghetti at the wall in the beginning and seeing what sticks. Once you get out of that phase, you'll soon realize that it's a lot easier than what you made it out to be. And if you think about it, if you look at anybody's YouTube, like, just look at your favorite creator. When they first started YouTube, they had terrible videos. Everybody starts with terrible videos. The problem with most people is they compare their day one to somebody else's day 900. You can't compare yourself to Mr. Beast now. You have to look at Mr. Beast when he first started, and then you can look at a comparison from there. But in all honesty, you shouldn't be comparing yourself to anybody, but you can look at that as far as a reference, see how they got started when they first started out. That's gonna give you some sort of motivation, because when they first started, their videos weren't good. But what kept them going was consistency. They kept getting better with each video, and that's how he is to what he is now. The quicker you start, the more you get your hands dirty, the more information you'll be able to receive on what kind of videos you want to create and how you want your channel and your brand to look. But you're not gonna know that from day one. Like, day one, you're figuring it out, you're making videos, you're figuring out what you like, what you don't like. You don't really know anything when you first start out. You're more focused on, in my opinion, quantity rather than quality when you first start out, because you don't even know what quality is. You can't know that by just watching YouTube videos or watching other creators. You actually have to be in the fields creating. So before you can focus on quality, you really just have to get yourself consistent and posting and figuring out how you can get better with each video and learning what makes a good quality video. What makes a good quality video for somebody else is not gonna be the same for everybody. So you have to figure out what works for you. And you have to get started, whether that's you putting a hard date that you're gonna start on X, Y, and Z date. You just gotta make that leap and just go. You gotta get it while the iron is hot. So if you're feeling motivated from this video or any other video that you may be watching, instead of saying, okay, yep, I'm gonna start next week, no, do it now. Start that rough draft of your script now. Literally get off this video and go start it. Go get that topic that you're gonna talk about for your first video and go start it. And no, I'm dead serious. Go start right now. So if you're still watching this video, you failed. Go write the damn script. Go write that damn outline. Go brainstorm for that first idea for your video. I promise, I'm gonna still be here, but go write that damn script. All right, peace.